Hello everybody, my name is Nathaniel Heidi, and today I'm just going to tell you a couple stories which I titled Life in the Sky. So these stories are about a couple different trips that I flew on standby. My dad, when my family, we used to live down here in Springfield, Missouri, and when we lived down here in Springfield, Missouri, my dad worked for Delta Airlines. One of the benefits that job gave to our whole family was the ability to fly for free on standby. So this first story I'm going to tell you is I'm going to tell you about the perils of flying standby. So on this trip, we were flying out to Northern California via Medford, Oregon, to go and attend my aunt on my mom's side, her graduation. So we started here in Springfield, Missouri. We flew from Springfield to Atlanta, and then Atlanta to Salt Lake. Got on both of those flights just fine. The problem was when we got to Salt Lake, we tried to get on the flight to Medford, and we were not able to get on. Unfortunately, there were not enough seats on the plane. So what we had to do that night was we had to sleep in the airport. We slept in the little kids' play area. I slept on the floor. My mom, she slept on a chair, I believe. Yeah, it was not fun. Don't suggest it. If you can avoid sleeping in an airport, I would definitely say avoid it at all costs. So the next day comes, and we're trying to get on that flight the next day. Well, problem is, 2 of us can get on, but not all of us can get on. So unfortunately, that means my mom's going to be stuck in Salt Lake. So now she's got to figure out who she's going to go ahead and send. Or does she want to send anybody? Because they could have charged us the $150 rate for the unaccompanied minors. They didn't. My sister and I ended up getting on that flight, and we ended up making it over to Medford, where my grandma and grandpa comes and picks us up. That flight ended up being on the same day as my aunt's graduation. So my sister and I were able to attend. Unfortunately, my mom and my little brother were not able to because they were stuck in Salt Lake. So my mom stayed in a hotel in Salt Lake that night, and the next day they flew into Medford. They were able to get on the flight the next day and fly into Medford. And then this one last story that I just got to tell you real quick is a funny story. We got on the flights just fine, but it was kind of funny what happened. It's at the time I got on first class. So we were taking the red-eye flight from Ontario, California to Atlanta. We were visiting my grandma and grandpa in Rialto, which is the LA area. We had 4 people flying, but we only needed 3 seats. Now, you might be asking, how do you only need 3 seats when you have 4 people flying? That's a good question, and let me tell you. Most airlines have this, and Delta for sure did. It's called lap child. What it is a child of 2 years of age or under can fly on the lap of a passenger 18 years of age or older. So my little brother, he was under 2 on this at this time, so he could fly on my mom's lap. Well, this flight happened to have 3 seats available, which was perfect for us because that meant we could get on. Thing was, 2 of them were in first class, 1 was in coach. I'll let you take a guess as to who got stuck in coach with my little brother. That's right, my mom. Meanwhile, up in first class, my sister and I, we're just living it up. We're eating snacks all night. We're watching movies. Just living it up. Flight attendants bringing us snacks. Boy, it was great. Yeah, I didn't get very much sleep because we were eating all night. But it was great anyway. Meanwhile, my poor mom back in coach, she's stuck back there having to hold my little brother all night, not getting very much sleep. Snacks weren't as good. And, my poor mom. I look back at it and I laugh, and I think my mom does too. I think she just doesn't like to admit it. Well, thank you everybody for listening, and have a great day.